Just a second. Yeah. Hi, Sidlinga Swami. Kid, what's your name? This is your name? Can you pronounce it?
My name is Pranav, sir.
You are?
My name is Pranav, sir.
Pranav. Hi, Pranav. You are in which standard, Pranav?
Sir, now I am in studying in 6th standard.
Sixth.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you will be switching to 7th next year, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. ठीक है. Manogra, you are in which standard?
In 8th standard, sir.
Standard, okay. And Samarth, Karthikeyan, and ABK, please switch on your camera. So, kids, yeah, okay. Father of Karthikeyan, right, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
Where
myself, actually, I have joined for my brother's son.
Okay, brother.
Like another sir said, he was not able to join. It was planned only. So he's at my native, unfortunately. So I want to make him to join only. But in that
Sorry?
area, there will not be any network.
Sir,
That's
no
why.
worries. Just ping me your mail ID or WhatsApp number in the chat window. I'll send you
Yes,
the record.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure,
You
sure.
can show it later on. You can show it to him.
Sure, sure, sir. Yeah.
Hi, Samarth. You are in which standard, Samarth?
8th.
8th. Okay. And you are from which city?
Delhi.
Delhi. Okay. And once we have one Ricky also. Yes. Hi, Ricky. You are in which standard? Please switch on your camera. Okay. So, kids, without taking much time, let's start with the sessions today. See, the objective of today's session is, I'll just put me on the speaker view. Yeah. Thank you, sir. I'll send you the recordings. Thank you. So, kids, this is see, the objective of this session is some of you are moving to 7th standard, some of you are moving to 9th or 8th, right? So you might not have heard about this topic. Okay. So it's a very new topic for all of you. So there is all of you are equal or in the same platform, I should say. All of you are at the same level because none of you are aware about this topic which I am going to teach you today. Right? I will be observing how quickly you grasp the topic, how quickly you understand it. Right? Second is you should observe whether you are able or whether you are comfortable in my way of teaching or not. Right? This is what you need to observe, you need to learn. You will be given enough time to make notes. So please pay attention when I'm teaching you something. You can ask me any number of doubts you want to ask, right? Communicate, right? You should interact. If you are facing any challenge, when I'm saying you, whether you have understood it or not, if you have not understood, just tell me, sir, I have not understood. Can you please repeat? So I will repeat that thing for you. Understood? All of you? Manogna, Pranav, Samarth, Aryan.
Yes, sir.
Great. So let's move ahead with today's session. So please don't make notes till the time I tell you to make notes. Okay, pay full attention. Attention should be 100% when we are in the class. Okay, what I am teaching on the whiteboard. So I will be recording this session for all of you. So what you need to do is you just share these details, your name, your standard, your parents' name and their WhatsApp number. Parents' name and WhatsApp number. Okay. My team will connect with them and they will give them the feedback and today's session recording. Okay, so that you can see it later on also. Now, this session will last for almost 1 hour 20 minutes after I start. So close to 9:50 we will end this session. Okay. So please pay attention what I am teaching to you. So shall I start? Give me a big yes if all of you are ready to start. Just type yes in the comment window. Great. So let's start with today's session. So the topic which I'm teaching you today is of basic maths topic. Treat this as your very first topic of the foundation program. So the topic is trigonometry. So any one of you who is aware about trigonometry, any one of you who has heard about trigonometry, just switch on your mic and say if you are aware about trigonometry. None of you?
I know about it.
Okay, please be a bit louder and tell me what is what do you want to share with us? What do you know about it?
There are some ratios between angles of triangles, and working with those ratios, I think, is trigonometry.
Aryan, you are in which standard?
I'm an 8th, I'm just moving to 9th.
Very good, Aryan. So you have a fair idea about what is trigonometry. So trigonometry is a branch of mathematics, okay, where we learn about the relations between the sides and the angles of a triangle. Okay. Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics where we learn about the relation between the sides and the angles of a triangle. I hope all of you understood this. All of you are aware about triangle. A kid who was in 6th standard. Pranav, you know what is a triangle, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. And you know the sides and angles of a triangle, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Anytime if you are feeling that I don't know this thing, you are most welcome to ask any queries if you have. Okay. The older kids,
Yes, sir.
Manogna, Samarth, all of you can ask, right? Manogna, don't feel shy to ask any
Okay,
queries,
sir.
right? So before I move ahead with this, I am introducing you to some Greek alphabets. Now, where we will use these Greek alphabets? We will be using these Greek alphabets as, I'm not going to teach you literature or grammar in Greek, but we will be using these Greek alphabets as will be used as symbols to represent the angles of a triangle. Okay. So what are these Greek alphabets? Some of the Greek alphabets are, first one is alpha. First one is alpha. Second one is beta. Third is gamma. These are few of them. I'm just introducing you to these Greek alphabets. Theta. Fifth is phi. Let's write these only. So how does this alpha looks like? So alpha is denoted like this. Beta is denoted like this. Gamma like this. Theta like this. And phi is denoted like this. Right? So we will be using these Greek alphabets as symbols to represent the angles of a triangle. Kids, any doubts, any queries you have till this point? If you have any, please ask. Pranav, Aryan, Ricky, Manogna, Samarth, any queries, kids?
Sir, why we have to use the only Greek alphabets?
You can use any other alphabet, no worries about that. Okay? These are just symbols.
Yes, sir.
Okay? You can use any other symbol.
Yes, sir.
Most of the people are aware about it. That's why we are using it. That's it. Okay? So after this, what happens is the triangle in which we will be dealing in today's session. The triangle which we will be dealing with in today's session is a right angled triangle. Is a right angled triangle. So this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is the 90-degree angle of this triangle. Okay. Now, Just pay attention. Huh? I am writing this angle as theta. I am writing this angle as theta. So I am using this symbol to identify this angle, right? Now, there are three sides of it, and every side of this triangle has a unique name. Okay? Every side of this triangle has a unique name. The side opposite to theta, which side is opposite to theta? Side BC is opposite to theta, right? This side is called as perpendicular for this angle theta, right? So my question to all of you is, if I take this side as angle phi, all of you, this question is to all of you. If I take this angle as angle phi, which side will be perpendicular for angle phi?
AB.
Will be a bit louder. AB.
AB.
So you got this concept of perpendicular, right? So perpendicular will change when we change the angle. Now the side which is perpendicular to perpendicular, which is at 90 degrees to perpendicular, is called as base, and this is base B, right? And the third side is, you all are aware about it, this is hypotenuse of the triangle. Hypotenuse, capital H, right? So these are
I
the
don't.
Sorry?
Sir, I don't know about hypotenuse.
These are three sides of a, right angle triangle.
Yes, sir.
Scalene, isosceles, right angle triangle. You are aware of this or not?
Yes, sir.
Types of triangle.
I learnt about them.
So this is a right angle triangle. One of its side will be perpendicular, other side will be base, the third will be hypotenuse. That's it. It's a name.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So now, since we are aware about the sides of a triangle, let's move ahead to learn about some trigonometric functions. Okay? Now, what are these trigonometric? What are functions? See, how many of you have seen, all of you are aware about remote and television? Yes or no? All of you have seen remote and television. The remote which controls the functioning of television. Yes or no? Prana, right? So every function on the, every button on the remote has a different, when you press that button, activates a different function in the television. Yes or no? For example, increasing or decreasing the volume, right? Increasing or decreasing the brightness, the contrast, changing the channel, like that. So here also, so remote is controlling the television, right? So we can say that, functioning of television depends on the remote, right? So all these three things taken together, you are giving the input. Yes, Samarth, I can send you the recording. You may leave, beta. Kal to exam hai to jao exam likho pehle. ठीक है? Bye. So you're pressing of the remote, you giving the input, the remote and the television, they are all part of a big function, right? In maths also, we have similar kind of functions. So one is, there are different types of functions. So I'm just showing you one of the algebraic functions in maths. Just pay attention. How many of you have seen this type of equations? Y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 3. Pranav, have you seen these type of functions? Yes, all of you have seen, right? If Pranav has seen, then all of you have seen it. So here, if you change the value of x, you will get the value of y. Yes or no? When you substitute the values of x, you get the value of y. For every different value of x, you get a different value of y. Yes or no? So these x is called, here x is called as independent variable. X and y are called as variables. and x is called an independent variable. And y is called an y is a dependent variable. Y is a dependent variable. So in short, we write this as y is a function of x. How do we read it? Y is a function of x. Similarly, I'll show you another function. Say y is x square plus t cube plus 4z plus 2. So y is dependent on three variables, x, t, and z. So these are called as independent variable. All these three are called as independent variables. Yes or no, kids? Yes or no? Pranav, Aryan, Karthik,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That's it.
Very good. So, and what is y? Y is the dependent variable, right? How will we write it in short? We write it as y is a function of x, comma, t, comma, z, because it has three independent variables, right? So these are some algebraic functions. Similarly, we have some trigonometric functions also, right? So what are these trigonometric functions? Trigonometric functions are sine. In short, it is written as sine, S-I-N, right? Always remember, this is the
Sine.
standard trigonometric function. Second is cosine. In short, it is written as cos. Please be careful while pronouncing these functions, right? SIN is not pronounced as sin. It is pronounced as sine in trigonometry. Then comes tangent. In short, it is written as tan. Then comes cosecant. In short, it is written as cosec. Fifth is secant. Sixth is cotangent, which is cot. Right? Now, these functions, so every function will operate on some input given to it. So these functions, they operate on kids, you have not sent me your details. Please type these details. Your name, standard, parent's name, and WhatsApp number in the comment window. All of you, please put this detail. Okay. Now, trigonometric functions, they operate on these functions, operate on the angle of the triangle. ठीक है? How? देखो. So, if sine operates on theta, then value of sine theta will be the ratio of perpendicular to hypotenuse. This is how the value will, there will be some output from that function, right? So here also the value of sine theta is P upon H. Then value of cos theta is B upon H. Then value of tan theta is sine theta upon cos theta, and it is P upon H upon B upon H. Fourth is cosec theta, which is 1 upon sine theta, which is H upon P. Fifth one is sec theta, which is 1 over cos theta, and this is H upon B. And the last function is cot theta, which is 1 over tan theta, and this will be P upon B, and this is B upon P. I hope all of you understood what I am trying to say. We asked, or we gave this command to sine to operate on this angle of the triangle. So sine of theta, the value which we will get is the ratio of the sides of the triangle. Which are those two sides? They are given here. P stands for perpendicular, H stands for hypotenuse, B stands for base. Manogna, you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Aryan,
Yes.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Pranav,
Yes, sir.
understood?
Yes, sir, I understood.
Very good. So kids, if you have understood it, please type, please make notes, write all this, and then we can move ahead. Okay, all of you. And once you have noted it, once you have made notes, just type done in the comment window, beta. Okay? Once you have noted, please type done in the comment window. Okay, all of you. Please be a bit quick, bit. Okay. Pranav noted?
Sir, last 4 rules.
Okay, right. Be quick, be quick. Done? Sure. So now once we are aware about the functions of trigonometry, let's move ahead to learn about the quadrants of the circle. Please pay attention, all of you. Right? So these are the quadrants of a circle. There are 4 quadrants. I hope all of you have heard about it. If you have not, this is the first quadrant. This is the second one. You can see that it is divided into 3 equal parts. So first, second, third, and fourth, right? Now these angles are 0 degrees, 90 degrees. All of you have seen this angles in D or protractor which you use to measure the angles. Geometry में करते हो ना? Geometry box में होता है ना एक semicircle वो D. This is 270. So now we are moving downwards also. And this is complete circle is 360. So we start measuring it from here, we come to this side again. Got it? So these angles are called as reference angles. What are these angles called? All of you, what are these angles called? Hello?
Reference angles.
Reference
Are you-
angles.
बच्चों, yeah, these are called as reference angles, right? These are called as reference angles. Now, first quadrant lies in between 0 and 90. Second quadrant lies in between 90 and 180. Third lies in between 180 and 270. And fourth quadrant lies in between which angle, Pranav?
Sir, 270 degrees and 0 or 360 degrees.
360 degrees. 270 and 360 degrees.
360 degrees.
Right? Now, as these are reference angles, there are certain standard angles also for every quadrant. Right? So, every quadrant is divided into 6 equal parts. Right? And then we have these angles. This is 30 degrees. This is 45 degrees. And this one is 60 degrees. So there are 3 standard angles: 30 degree, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees. 30, 45, and 60. Right? These are standard angles. I hope I am making some sense to all of you. Yes or no? You understood this or not? Standard
Sir,
angle.
you have
Yes.
told around 7 quarter. I mean, within one quadrant, there will be 6 lines, something you told, but you have drawn totally 4 portions are there.
No.
Is
So
there?
it's divided into six equal parts.
Okay.
Right? It is divided into 6 equal parts, and I have denoted only 3 parts, 2 parts
Okay.
of.
Okay. Okay.
That's how it will come 30, 45, and 60, right? All of you.
Okay.
So now these are standard angles of first quadrant. So there will be standard angles for second, third, and fourth quadrant also, right? So to find the standard angles of second, third, and fourth quadrants, first method is, or you can say rule or method. First method is add the standard angles of the first quadrant to the smaller reference angle of the respective quadrant. Okay. So now let's talk to Manoghna. Manoghna, if I want to find standard angle of second quadrant, okay, which are the reference angles for second quadrant, Manoghna? All of you, please pay attention to the answers which she gave.
So first we need to add the first.
No. You just let me know which are the standard angles for second quadrant. Sorry, it's not standard angle, reference angles for second quadrant.
So we need to add the first ones, like
Reference angle for second quadrant. Beta, these are reference angles, right? These are 90 and 180 are reference angles. So these are the reference angles for second quadrant. Got it? Which are the reference angles for third quadrant?
180 and 270.
Yes. Fourth quadrant?
270 and 360.
360. Very good. So for the second quadrant starts at 90, ends at 180. Okay. So which one of these two reference angle is the smaller one?
90 degrees.
90 degrees. So to 90 degrees, to 90 degrees, what we will do is, we will add 30, 45, all of you please pay attention, and 60 degrees. Why we are doing it? Because we want to find the standard angles of second quadrant. So this is 90 plus 30, 120, 90 plus 45, 135, and 90 plus 60 is 150 degrees. So all these angles, these are the standard angles for second quadrant. I hope you understood.
Yes, sir.
So anyone is having any doubt in this rule? Pranav, Aryan, Manogna?
No, sir.
No.
So,
Very good. So now the second rule is, or you subtract the standard angles of the first quadrant from the larger reference angle of the respective quadrant. So in second quadrant only, if I want to find it using the second rule, what will I do is, the larger reference angle is 180 degrees. So from 180 degree, I will subtract these standard angles. So 180 minus 60, I get 120. 180 minus 45, I get 135. 180 minus 30, I get 150. So this is how we find the standard angles of every quadrant. I hope I am making sense to you. Yes or no? Manogra, Pranav, Aryan.
yes,
Very
sir.
good. So now, if you have understood it, your first exercise on this slide is, please find the standard angles of third and fourth quadrant. Write your answers in the comment window. Okay. And once you have given the answers, then you can go and copy this slide, make notes. So first you have to do the exercise. Find the standard angles of third and fourth quadrant. All of you do it quickly. Pranav, you understood what I have done here? I'm waiting for your answers. Please send your answers in the chat window. Very good, Aryan. Very good. You can make notes also. I'm waiting for your answers, kids. Please send your answers. Manogna, Pranav, for third and fourth quadrant. Very good, Manogna. Very good, Ricky. Pranav, send me your answers, beta. Very good. Shabash. Good. Do it for fourth one also. And those of you who have sent me the answer, please start writing, make notes. Fourth one. Very good, Pranav. Manogna, your fourth quadrant.
1 minute, sir, almost.
Very good, Ricky. So you guys got a hang on this particular concept. Very good. So be quick, all of you. Now quickly make notes. Okay, all of you quickly do copy the slide. Noted? Pranav, you noted this slide? Very good. Manogna, you are done with this slide? Make notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all of you are done with this making notes part. Over. Okay. So let's see some more attributes of circle or quadrants of the circle. Okay, all of you, please pay attention. So this is the first quadrant, the second quadrant, the third quadrant, and the fourth one. Now, the attribute of first quadrant is, I'm talking about these trigonometric values only, okay? Sine, tan, and cos. By trigonometric values, I mean only sine, tan, and cos as of now, because rest of them are the inverse of these three. Okay? So we are interested only in trigonometric values of sine, cos, and tan. Okay? So the question for the first quadrant, the property is all the trigonometric values, or let's write it like this. Trigonometric values of all the angles are positive in the first quadrant. Trigonometric values of all the angles are positive in the first quadrant. Okay. Then comes the next part of it. Second part is sine of all the angles, or I'll write only sine of all the angles is positive in the second quadrant. ठीक है? यहाँ पे I am writing in bracket cos and tan are negative in it. Okay? Cos and tan are negative in it. For example, if I ask you, just pay attention. Huh? If I ask you, what is the nature of sine 120 degrees? Will it be positive or negative? So 120 degrees lies in which quadrant? Second quadrant. 120 degrees lies in which quadrant? Hello. 120 degree lies in which quadrant? Second quadrant. So sine of 120 degree will be positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. But if I ask you what is cos 120 degrees then?
Negative.
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 I hope I'm making sense to you. All of you, yes or no?
Yes.
So the third one is third one is, in the third quadrant, only tan of all the angles is positive in the third quadrant. Sine and cos are negative in it, right? So if I ask you what is tan 40 degree, tan 240 degrees, so you will say positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. Very
Positive.
good. And what about cos and sine 240 or 225 degrees?
Negative.
Negative. Shabash. Now in the fourth quadrant, only cos of all the angles is positive in the fourth quadrant. So sine and tan are negative in it, right? So since you have understood what I want to say here, so now what you guys can do is, I'm giving you this exercise. Please do it. So just write the nature, right? Positive or negative. Sine 30 degrees. Second one is cos 150 degrees. Tan 225 degrees. Fourth one is sine 330 degrees. Fifth is cos 150 degree. Sorry, cos 240 degrees. And the last one is tan 330 degrees. ठीक है? Just write whether it is positive or negative. In the chat window, first write this, give your answers, and then you can make notes. This is the sequence which you should follow. Okay, all of you. Very good, Pranav, but please type in one message, it will be good. है ना? Very good, Manogra. All correct. Shabash, beta. Very good, Pranav. Till now, you all are correct. For you also. Very good, Aryan. Ricky, what is your challenge? Ask, switch on your mic.
So in which quadrant we should take them, sir?
See, 30 degree is in which quadrant? Which angle? This angle lies in which quadrant, Ricky?
Oh, I understood, sir. It's first quadrant.
First quadrant. So sine is positive or negative in first quadrant?
Positive.
Positive. So write positive. 150 is in which quadrant?
Second quadrant.
So cos is negative or positive in second quadrant?
Negative.
Very good. So that's how you have to mention it. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Good. So this is positive. So those of you who have done, you can check your answers, and those of you who are doing, please pay attention. So tan 225 lies in third quadrant. Tan is positive in third quadrant, so positive. Sine 330 lies in fourth quadrant. Only cos is positive, so sine is negative. 240 lies in third quadrant. Cos is negative in third quadrant. And tan 330 lies in fourth quadrant. So tan is negative in fourth quadrant. So this is negative. So it's positive, positive, and then all negative. Manogra, very good. You have done it very nicely, beta. Good.
Thank you, sir.
All of you, you did good. You have understood it. Shabash. Please make notes quickly, huh? Copy these attributes and we will move ahead to next slide. If you have noted it, just type done. I'll move ahead. Okay. So noted. Let's move ahead. Pranav, you have noted?
Yes, sir, I noted.
Okay. So now let's see the standard triangles. We have seen standard angles. Now there are these standard triangles. Why standard triangles? Because these will help you to memorize some trigonometric values of standard angles, some of the standard angles. Okay, or standard angles of first quadrant, you can say. So these standard triangles, we will use them to memorize the trigonometric values of standard angles of first quadrant. Okay. So these are the two triangles, ABC, and this is ABC for this triangle. Now, please pay attention. These angles are 45. What are the standard angles of first quadrant? 45, 30, 60, right? So these are 45, 45. This is 30, and this one is 60 degrees. And of course, these are right angle triangles. So one of them is an isosceles triangle, and the second one is the scalene triangle, right? Now, what are the sides of that triangle? Sides of this triangles. Please pay attention, all of you. Don't let your focus stray. So this is 1, this is 1. The equal sides are 1, 1. How many of you are not aware about Pythagoras theorem? Pranav, you know Pythagoras theorem?
Yes, sir, I think I know AB. No, sir, AC equal to A square
If
plus
these are
B
two,
square.
if this is a right angle triangle, this is side A, this is B, this is C, then you have
Yes,
A square plus B square is
A
equal
square plus
to
B
C.
square equal to C square.
Yes. So now what will be this side? This will be root 2. 1 square plus 1 square is 2. The root of that will be root 2. So just remember this now. 30 degrees, the side opposite to 30 degrees is 1. The other side, the biggest side is 2. And this side will be root 3. Again, from Pythagoras, we can find root 3 also. Okay? So 1, 2 and root 3. Now, if I ask you to write what is sine 45 degrees. So can you guys mention which side can be perpendicular for this 45? This side is perpendicular. This is base and this is hypotenuse. Yes or no? So sine 45 is what? Sine 45 is 1 over root
1
2,
by
b upon h. What about cos 45? It's b upon h. So what is base here? It's 1 again. So 1 over root 2. What about tan 45? Tan 45 is perpendicular upon base. So it is 1 over 1. So it is 1. I hope I am making some sense to you, all of you. Yes or no? Pranav, don't write. Just pay attention, beta. You understood this or not? Hello.
Yes.
Understood, sir.
Kids.
Understood, sir.
Yes. Okay. So now I have sine 30 degrees. Sine 30 degree. Pranav, tell me what is sine 30 degree? Looking at the diagram, what will be its value? It will be perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Which side is perpendicular for 30 degrees?
Sir, BC.
Very good. Shabash. So it is 1/2. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Cos 30 is √3/2. And tan 30 is the ratio of these two. So that makes it 1/√3. Right? All of you. If you have understood it, please make notes quickly. And fill this one. Sine 60, cos 60, and tan 60. Do the exercise for this slide. Do it quickly, all of you.
Sir, I can't understand this.
You are
I can't understand this, sir.
your Pranav.
Yes, sir.
Which part you didn't understand, Pranav?
Sir, sin 30 degree and sin 45 degrees.
Okay, sine is given as, how is sine given as, Pranav? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So sine 45 degrees will be, which side is opposite to 45? Which side will be perpendicular for 45 in this triangle? If I take this 45 degrees, which side
Yes,
will
sir.
be perpendicular for it?
BC.
BC, very good. So perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is value of BC here, Pranav?
Sir, value of BC.
1
It's 1.
divided by what is hypotenuse here? √2.
So it's a square
√2.
√2.
लिखा है ना? It's written here ना?
Yes, sir.
You have to memorize these values, 1, 1 and √2. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now you understood how to write it.
Yes, sir.
Do it same for sine 30 also. Sine 30 is perpendicular value is 1. Hypotenuse value is 2. So it's
2.
1. Got it?
Yes. Yes, sir.
For 60 degrees, some other side will be perpendicular for 60 degrees. So you have to fill these values. All of you, please do it quickly. Very good, Manogna. Very good. You are in which standard, Manogna? 8th.
8th, sir, transitioning to 9th.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Sin theta cos is sin 30 degree, sin 60 degree P by H. P to cancel star. P का perpendicular 60 degree perpendicular to 1 1. Then hypotenuse tan cos 30 degrees to 1/2 tan through ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಮಾರ್ರೆ. ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ ಅವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಒಂದೇ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ 1 ಆಯ್ತು. ಹೈಪೋಟೆನಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ 2 ಐತಿ 1/2.
Okay. हाँ,
Cos
बोलो आर्यन.
Isn't tan of 60
base.
isn't tan of 60 √3, not
Yes.
1/3?
Yes. So I'm just putting the values here. Sine 60 is the perpendicular for sine 60 for 60 degrees angle will be side AB.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Perpendicular for 60 degrees angle will be side AB, right?
Cos,
Yeah.
So it is root 3 by
cos का मतलब
2.
b/2
Cos
3 by
60
1.
is 1 by 2 and this is root 3 by 1
Yeah.
b/h base
or root 3 only. All of you noted this? Hello.
part over 2 ini Karachi
Pranav, noted?
yes sir
Okay. Ricky,
यहाँ पता है मतलब
Yes, sir.
okay. Good.
हो
So
गई
now it's time for trigonometric table. Okay. Pay attention, all of you. So this is the table which will see these standard triangles will be easier for you, will make your life easier to memorize this table. Okay. So this is for functions. 0 degree, 30, 45, 60, 90, 180, 270 and 360. And here there will be 6. You can draw the triangle. You can draw this table with me. Don't wait. So this is for functions. These are the angles 0, 30, 45, 60, 90, 180, 270 and 360. So all the standard angles of the first quadrant and all the reference angles are taken into consideration. This is for sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. Okay. So what is sine 0? Just pay attention now. I'm just filling the first 2 rows and then you can copy it. Sine 0, the value of sine 0 will be written here. So sine 0 is 0. Sine 30, we have already found it out in this standard triangle. Sine 30, you can see here 1 by 2, right? Sine 45, 1 by root 2. Sine 60, root 3 by 2. Sine 90 is 1. Sine 180 is 0. Sine 270 is minus 1. Sine 360 is 0. Okay. Now cos 0 is 1. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Cos 45 is 1 over root 2. Cos 60 is 1 over 2. Cos 90 0. Cos 180 minus 1. Cos 270 0. Cos 360 1 again. Now rest of it will be very easy for you to fill. If you remember, memorize these 2 rows using the standard triangles and this table. Rest of it is easy to fill. Tan is the ratio of sine and cos. So it's 0, 1 over root 3. Just take the ratio. 1, root 3, 1 upon 0 is not defined. This is 0. This is not defined. This is 0. I hope all of you understood what is not defined. Yes or no? In the ratio, if denominator is 0, then the fraction becomes not defined. Cosec is 1 upon sine. So just inverse sine and write it here. This is not defined. This is 2. This is root 2. This is 2 over root 3. This is 1. This is not defined. This is minus 1. This is not defined. Okay. Sec is 1 upon cos. So this is 1. This is 2 over root 3. This is root 2. This is 2. This is not defined. This is minus 1. This is not defined. This is 1. Cot is 1 upon tan. So it is not defined. Root 3, 1, 1 over root 3, 0, not defined, 0, not defined. 1 upon not defined will be 0. So please write this table quickly. This is the trigonometric table. Using the standard triangles, you can write the values of trigonometric values of standard angles of first quadrant. The rest you have to memorize. But please memorize it. It will help. It will make your life easier in trigonometry. Once you have noted, just type done in the comment window. If you have noted it, please type done. So Aryan done, Pranav done, Manogana done. Rest of you, Ricky.
1 minute, sir.
Okay. It's easy to remember, yes or no, kids? Manogana, it's easy to remember this table using the triangles which we have learned, right?
Done, sir.
Pranav, you are able to understand it? Till now, fine?
Yes, sir. Till now, I can understand.
Very good. Okay, so let's move ahead to some more things to learn. We have some more things to learn. First one is, just pay attention, okay, all of you. We have this 90 degrees. The reference angles are like this: 90 into 1, 90 degrees into 2, 90 degrees into 3, and then we have 90 degrees into 4. 90 degrees into 1 is 90, 2 is 180, 3 is 270 degrees, and the last one is 360 degrees. Right? So these two are, this one is an odd number. This one is an odd number. So 90 and 270 are odd multiples of 90 degrees. All of you understood or not? Why they are called odd multiples? Odd multiples of 90 degrees. And these are even ones. All of you okay with this? Hello. Please say yes
Yes.
or no.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
good. Very good. So now we will find the values of the trigonometric values of the standard angles of third and fourth quadrant. Which were the standard angles for third and fourth quadrant? It was 225, sorry, it was 210, 210, 225, and 240 degrees. Similarly, standard angles for fourth quadrant were 300, 330, sorry, 330 and 315 degrees, right? 300, 315 and 330 degrees. So how we can find the sine cos values of these angles also? So now there is a rule. Please pay attention. Don't write anything. Just read multiple times. Read these rules which I am writing here. Okay, I'll explain everything to you. Don't worry. So to find the trigonometric values of the standard angles of the second, third, and fourth quadrant, okay? What are the steps? First step is write the angle as a sum of the standard angle of the first quadrant and the smaller reference angle of the respective quadrant. Write the angle as a sum of the standard angle of the first quadrant and the smaller reference angle of the respective quadrant. Right? Now, please pay attention. What do I mean by the angle? So what do I mean by the angle? And how do I write this, right? So if I ask you, please pay attention. Don't get distracted. Please pay attention. Very important thing. If I ask you to find what is sine 120 degrees. So the angle which we are talking about here is 120 degrees. So the angle here is 120 degrees. Understood, all of you? Please say yes or no.
Yes.
So now
Yes,
you
sir.
have to
Yes,
mention
sir.
this angle. Mention this angle as sine of, how do I write it? Standard angle of the first quadrant and the smaller reference angle. So for 120 degree lies in which quadrant?
Second.
Second. Which is the
Second
smaller
quadrant.
reference angle for second quadrant?
90 degrees.
90 degrees.
So write it as 90 plus 30 degrees. Understood? 30 degrees standard angle of first quadrant, add 90 to it, you get sine 120. All of you understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if
Understood, sir.
you cos 210 degrees, please pay attention. Please pay attention. 210 degree lies in which quadrant? Quickly.
Third quadrant.
Third.
Third quadrant. Which is the smaller reference angle for third quadrant?
180.
180
180.
degrees.
So this is
180
180 plus 30.
plus 30 degrees.
हाँ, एकदम एनर्जी 100% रहना चाहिए भैया. Now comes the next part of it. ठीक है? Or you can also write this as, or write the angle as a difference between the larger reference angle of the respective quadrant or the, sorry, of the respective quadrant and the standard angle of the first quadrant. So now, which one I can write this as? I will write this as sine of, which one is this larger reference angle for this quadrant? 120
180.
180 minus, I can write it 60. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I can also write this as, sorry, ये गलत है, हाँ ये ठीक तो है. And this can be written as 270
470 minus
minus
60 degrees.
60 degrees. Very good. Right? Now let's move ahead. So all of you are now aware of what is the angle and how to write this, right? Now, the second rule. If the reference angle, is an odd multiple of 90 degrees, then sine of the angle converts to cos of the standard angle, or cos of the angle converts to sine of the standard angle. Okay. Now, what does this mean? Read it at least 3-4 times. Read this one. Second step. If the reference angle is an odd multiple of 90 degrees. So which reference angle I'm talking about? All of you, please pay attention now. This is the reference angle which I'm talking about, right? Because only this one is the reference angle. This is standard angle. This is the angle.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So if the standard angle is an odd multiple of 90 degrees. So this is an odd multiple of 90. This is an odd multiple of 90. Yes or no? Aryan, Pranav, Manogna, Ricky.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So it
Yes,
says
sir.
if the reference angle is an odd multiple of 90, then sine of the angle converts to cos. So sine of the angle, right? So sine will convert to what? It will convert to cos of what? The standard angle. So this will convert to cos of the standard angle. Clear? All of you, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Here also what will happen? It will convert to sine of the angle, the standard angle, right? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everybody. Pranav,
Yes,
Manogna,
sir.
Ricky. Very good.
Yes, sir.
So what
Yes,
is
sir.
cos 30? What is cos 30? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Right? Now, अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ है. Just pay attention. Huh? Now, you have to put sine also here. 120 degree lies in which quadrant? Second quadrant.
Second
Sine
quadrant.
is positive or negative in second quadrant? Positive in second quadrant. So put a plus sign here. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes.
this case, sine 60 is again root 3 by 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. 210 lies in which quadrant, Pranav?
Yes, sir.
210 degree lies in which quadrant?
Third quadrant.
Cos is positive or negative in third quadrant, Manogna?
Cos is negative.
So we'll put a negative sign here. Understood, all of you? Hello? Hello?
So I have a question.
Yeah. Ask.
So for the first one, why aren't we taking cos of 60?
Why cos of 60?
Because sine of 120 is also sine of 180 minus 60.
But 180 is not an odd multiple, na?
Oh,
This rule is only for odd multiples. Okay?
yes.
So I have not used 180 and 180 here. So that is the third rule here. So after this second rule, the third rule. If the reference angle, all of you please pay attention. If the reference angle is an even multiple of 90 degrees, then sine of the angle converts to sine of the standard angle. ठीक है? Or cos of the angle converts to the cos of the standard angle, right? And the last, it's a statement only. Place appropriate sign, the way we have done in the first case. Appropriate sign according to the quadrants. Sorry, in front of the results according to the quadrants in which the angle lies. We have already done this exercise in the first case, right? So I'll show it to you. So sine 180, so this is an odd even multiple, 180. Hello.
Yes, sir.
180 is an even multiple, right? So,
Yes.
so sine remains sine, but it converts to, it becomes sine of which angle? 60 degrees. So here also cos remains cos, it converts to cos 30 only. Now again put the sign. 120 degree lies in which quadrant? Second quadrant. Sine is positive in second quadrant, so I'll put a plus sign here. So sine 60 degrees is root 3 by 2. Right? What about this one? Cos 180, cos 30 is root 3 by 2 again. But since this angle lies in third quadrant, so negative sign. I hope all of you understood it. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Aryan,
No,
Pranav,
Yes, sir.
Manogna, Ricky.
Yes,
no,
sir.
sir.
No, you didn't understand, Ricky. What happened?
Cos 210.
Okay. Which part you didn't understand? Cos 180 plus 30 or cos 270 minus 60?
Cos 180 plus 30.
Okay. So this is an even multiple?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So cos of this entire angle converts to cos of only 30 degrees. So it got converted, right?
Yes, sir.
Now 210 lies in which quadrant, Ricky?
Third.
And cos is negative or positive in third quadrant?
Negative.
So negative sign.
Okay.
Understood? All of you understood?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. So please note these rules. Okay, note these rules. The thing which you have learned. So pat your back. All of you pat your back. The thing which you have learned. This is what is taught in not in 8th standard, not in 9th standard, not in 10th standard. This is taught in 11th standard. And you have understood the concept of 11th standard. Samajh aaya? So it's this much easy. If you focus on it, you will definitely get it. So just make a note of it quickly and then I'll give you your homework. I'll type it here. Find the trigonometric values of all the standard angles of the second, third, and fourth quadrant. This is your homework. If you submit it before 10 p.m. tomorrow, I'll check it and I'll revert back to you. And I'll revert. Okay? I'll tell you if you have done it, if you have any queries or if you have done it if you have committed some mistake, I'll check it and send it back to you. But you have to, my number is, you can send it to me on my number. And just post my number here. Wait a second. My number is 957-437-5555. Okay, send it to me on this number. And I'll check it and send it back to you. But only before 10 p.m. tomorrow. It's a 15 minutes job. 15 minute पे सब हो जाएगा. ठीक है? करो फटाक से.
Sir, can you send your number on the chat?
It's there in the whiteboard.
Oh.
Chalo. If you have done it, just type done in the comment window. If you have noted it, please type done in the comment window. Okay, done. Very good. So, okay. So a quick feedback from all of you. So let's start with Manogna. Yes, Manogna. How was your session today?
Sir, it was very nice. Your explanation is also great. I understood it really well.
Very good. And were you aware about this topic beforehand? Have you heard of it or have you tried it at any point? Someone has taught you at any point in time?
Yes, sir. I used to go to a tuition and I learned some of it there.
Okay, very good. So now you'll be able to do the homework?
Yes, sir.
Very good. You are not carrying any doubts back with you?
No, sir.
Every doubt's cleared. Very good. Very
Yes,
good.
sir. It's clarified.
Okay, good. Aryan, what about you?
So it was fun. I understood everything.
Okay, good. So no doubts you have at this point in time in whatever
No,
you have learned today? Okay, we'll
no.
send you the recordings also. Just go through the recording once again. Okay, just check your notes whether you have done everything, whether you have written everything nicely or neatly or not. And if not, then please correct it and send me your homework. Okay. Pranav, what about you? Since you are the youngest in the lot, so you understood everything in today's session.
Yes, sir, I understood. Before this session, I don't know about trigonometry. I don't know about the meaning of the trigonometry.
So many things you are not aware about in 7th and 8th standard also, since you will be moving to 7th, right? Or you're completing 7th. So since
No,
you
sir,
are
I'm moving.
so many things in maths you are not aware about it. So we will be doing many maths things, right? We will cover some of the important maths topics for you. So you will be having some pure maths classes as well. So don't worry about it. Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
It was fun teaching you kids. Karthikeyan, sorry, not Karthikeyan, Ricky, how was your class today?
So it was nice and I was very enthusiastic.
You understood what was taught, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. You are in which standard, Ricky?
9th, sir.
Moving to 10th, right?
Yes, sir.
For you, there will be 2 10th board exams, I think. CBSE board.
No,
There will
sir,
be-
I'm state board, SS,
Okay, you are a state board. Okay. From which city?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Okay. ठीक है. So kids, thank you so much for your participation in this session, right? I wish you all the best for whatever future endeavors you take. Okay, do well. Keep your 100% focus. I'm really impressed the way you have participated. See, the most important thing while learning is keeping your energy high, right? So sit straight. Every time when you are attending a session, online session, learning from anybody, right? Not from me, only anybody. Your internet connection, your mic, your camera, and your headphone. These 4 things should be very good, right? So ensure whenever you are going for any online class, ensure that these things are really up to date. Okay. And thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I think you are not there in the class. So thank you so much. I'll send you the recording. So, and in case of any doubts you have in the homework, please ask. Send it to me first and then we will do. Okay. So thank you so much, Mr. Karthikeyan, and thank you so much, Dr. Dhaval. And thank you so much, kids. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best. Do well. Bye.
Thank you
Good
so
luck.
much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye-bye.